Welcome back. You're watching Passion to Win. Our next entrepreneur is a veteran of the banking industry with close to 35 years of experience. He gave up his position as the Chief Executive Officer of Bank of America to lead RBL Bank, a small Maharashtra-based cooperative bank. Today, RBL Bank is one of India's fastest growing private sector banks, and Vishwavir Ahuja is the man responsible for that phenomenal growth. Let's take a look at his journey.
Vishwavir Ahuja got a job with the Bank of America after completing his MS Finance from the University of Michigan.
I was with Bank of America for almost 28 years. Eventually became CEO of the bank before I turned 41, which was again another important milestone, at which time perhaps the youngest CEO of a multinational foreign bank. But then there was this urge, very, very strong urge, to do something different. I felt very energetic, felt that I have easily 20-30 years of more, working life left in me, was still highly driven, had a lot of achievement orientation, and then it was more a question of, therefore, what next?
Vishwavir's decision to join RBL Bank was not an easy one for him or his family.
It had implications in terms of the nature of life going forward, the level of commitment it would require, and also I would say moving away from a certain comfort zone which one had enjoyed for a long period of time. And I think therefore it required a lot of support from the family, their understanding, their acquiescence to allow me to take on this challenge and pursue the goals that I had in mind. This whole period of time took me a few months, but I was very, very certain that I have to do this.
There were many positive factors that helped Vishwavir transform RBL Bank into a formidable private sector bank.
If you want to be part of a fully licensed, scheduled commercial bank, it is not easy to come by. At Ratnakar Bank particularly, there was the opportunity to be able to go and do a 360-degree transformation. It also was in that phase where it was undermanaged and its own long-term survival, was jeopardized, if things were not changed. So we got everybody involved in that exercise, and we said that now that there is an all-round agreement that yes, a bunch of people will now go in and start this process, and we had full consensus around this transformation strategy. I decided, and along with me, Rajiv Ahuja, who's my immediate colleague, joined by then very quickly the core group, leadership group, which came in and started the process. So that is how we started.
Vishwavir started the transformation of RBL Bank by focusing on the bank staff.
The first thing that we did was to first make everybody believe that everybody is first secure. We also completely, if I may say, brought in our so-called training and development agenda, where we were giving multiple types of training to everybody, which was in the nature of either basic training, skill upgradation, more formal types of technical training, etc. The whole idea is to build people's ability and confidence and make sure they have the first opportunity within the organization as it is growing.
During Vishwavir's tenure at RBL Bank, the bank's balance sheet has grown by almost 25 times.
The balance sheet size of this institution 3 years ago was little under 2,500 crores. March 14, which is just around the corner, which will be the end of this fiscal year, we should hopefully have a balance sheet close to or in excess of 17 to 18,000 crores. So that's the level of change as far as the size is concerned. This year we have bought Royal Bank of Scotland's India businesses, so some of that cost of acquisition is built into so the profits may not be 200, they may be a little lower, but if we hadn't done that, we would be touching that number. Even so, the bank will be significantly profitable and will show a continued upward trajectory.
Vishwavir Ahuja shares his success philosophy.
When I first occupied the corner office, and sat on a big chair, my father, who doesn't give advice often, said that you occupy this chair not to sort of strengthen your own position in life. You occupy this chair because you must do good for people. And this chair gives you the opportunity to do more for people. If you adopt that philosophy, then I think one will go far.
One of Ahuja's close friends shares some key facets of his personality.
If you do a transaction, he can see the very large big picture as well as be completely drilled down into the absolute detail which you wouldn't expect someone at his level and stature to be involved in. The other thing which comes across is just the way he handles people and human beings, where he is very much what I call the servant leader, the coach, if you will, carrying his team along with him.
Vishwavir Ahuja has truly transformed RBL Bank into a professionally governed and technologically driven bank, making RBL Bank one of India's fastest growing private sector banks.
Well, that was the story of Vishwavir Ahuja, the Managing Director and Chief Operating Officer of RBL Bank, a man who was awarded the EY Entrepreneur of the Year Award 2016 in the Financial Services category.
That's right, the Financial Services Award.
Mr. Vishwavir Ahuja.
With that, it is time for us to wrap up our second episode of this special four-part series celebrating the stories of the winners of the 18th EY Entrepreneur of the Year Awards. We'll be back again with another episode next week. Till then, from all of us here, goodbye. Many thanks for watching.